Hello, my name is Teresita Blanco de Artsy Sister. We're continuing with Time Princess. This is a sub-story of the Queen Marie Antoinette storybook, and this one is The Affair of the Necklace. Let's just bite into this. So what will you do? Madame, the girl sobbed softly, and her shoulders quivered as if she would faint any moment. I fiddled with a ruby ring in my hand, and there's no need to make eye contact with a lowly peasant. I had my clothes tailor-made in Austria from the best designers. Now it's all drenched in ruin thanks to you. Shouldn't you compensate me? I do apologize, madam, but it was you who bumped into me. Are you blaming me? I am Jean de Valois, the noble Comtesse de la Monte. You ran into her and knocked over the fruit juice. She was scary, haughty lady. Why are you asking to be compensated? Her words drew several onlookers who agreed and looked at me with disapproval. And this one's following Jen, who's like a fallen noble woman. Fallen as in that she used to be rich, but now she's not. But now her family's like they're poor, and she's not used to the transition. Cause it's very easy to rise, but when you start from up high and then and then go down low, like some folks don't take the transition well. I'm less than the Wizard Dane, and there's just a group of weakly sympathizing with others like themselves. Stop being pitiful. The cheap use of yours has ruined this expensive dress of mine. I won't tolerate this. If you change out of the dress and pass it to me, I will do my best to clean it and restore it to its condition. You will make me wear a dress touched by your dirty hands, foolish peasant. How can I make it up to you? I certainly wouldn't count on someone like you to pay me back with an identical dress. This is a one-of-a-kind haute couture dress. The only resolution is monetary payment. Monetary payment. You do not only wreck my beautiful dress, but also destroy my excellent mood today. Pay me 3 times the price of the dress, and not one less bid. 1,000 libras in total. What? 1,000 libras? That's daylight robbery. The cost of your dress could feed an entire family for 10 years. It is a nosy peasant again, and she opposes me as if she's a messenger of justice. How ridiculous. I advise you not to challenge the authority of a noble, or... I was not done talking when she suddenly walks towards me and shouts, the nobles will fall one day, and someone like you will eventually be punished by God. Her harsh curse enrages me. Social audacity, filthy peasant. I'll have my husband arrest you. Jane. I hear a familiar voice and turn around, as though my husband, the Conte de la Monte, an officer of the gendarmes. You came at the perfect moment, my dear, you. I put my arm in his, hoping that he'll teach his professors a lesson on my behalf. But he pushes my arm aside in anger. And why was I charged for your jewelry purchases? What are you saying? I merely had them recorded under your name. What's yours is mine, isn't that right, my dear? Do you know how much of you own the store and the honor of sending your bills to my camp? It's a glorious thing to buy jewelry for your wife. Your soldiers will praise you. Foolish woman, do you think this is glorious? You have no idea at all. And what makes you think I can foot such a massive bill? The onlookers focus their attention on my husband, and he will embarrass me at this rate. My dear, perhaps we should leave the rest of the discussion for after we return to the mansion. Now is no. I can't stand this anymore. Oh, good Lord, when did you buy the gem and the dress? Nicholas loses his mind and yells at me, and I forget about the onlookers and argue with him. My jewelry is an everyday pastime, and those useless antiques you collect are the biggest expense. You don't understand art at all, and you don't even understand your everyday pastime. It is ludicrous to think this shabby material you wear is haute couture. Nicholas tugs at a ribbon at my waist, and I shove him in a fit of anger. Don't you criticize the latest work of Asian designers, you oaf. The laughter rolls around us, and those filthy peasants are gawking at us. Nicholas finally realizes this is not a good place for an argument, and he turns to leave with no regard for my anger. And I return my attention to the brazen peasants, ready to teach them a lesson, but I am yanked from behind. Hey, stop right there, come, dang it. The dress is covered in intricate patterns, and the skirt is wrapped in a long lace ribbons. And the ribbons caught on Nicholas' buckle during the pushing and were torn the moment he turned to leave. Good grief, they're falling apart. Stop walking, you fool. My curses do not slow him down, and instead he quickens his pace. And wearing heels, I am unable to follow his pace. Rip off the ribbons and stop. I rip off the irritating ribbons and shoot a scathing glance at the peasant. Where is a wretched girl? She wouldn't dare run from her debt. It was your own husband who ruined your dress, noble madam. And we all saw it with our eyes, and you can't blame it on someone else. You again, filthy peasant. Poor as we are, we wouldn't be caught dead all indecent like that on the street. I looked down at my dress because I ripped off the ribbons. The fabric was began to fall apart at my waist. Curses, the dress is falling off. I clutched my skirt awkwardly and leave this lowly street, too preoccupied to care about the laughter behind me. Because she hasn't lost her money yet. Because she shows up later as a secondary antagonist in like the Queen Marie Antoinette story in like the first chapter. When I arrive home, Nicholas is already polishing his beloved clock, and his movements are careful and gentle and completely different from the aggressive man he was in the street. This only serves to fuel my anger. You foolish man, you treat those worn out things as treasure, but are too stingy to buy your own wife a few pieces of jewelry. Don't judge my treasures with your trashy taste, you stupid woman. And if you wish to remain the Comtesse de la Monde, you watch your language. You watch your language, you embarrass me in the street. You order an imitation dress from an alley shop. It's not my fault the workmanship is awful. He exposes me without mercy, humiliating me in front of the maid. I pick up a cup and trash it on his eyesore of our clock, and this elicits an even colder look from him. Jean, I will not tolerate your behavior forever. Tolerate? I am the daughter of the Valos family, a descendant of royalty. I will not tolerate your behavior. You're merely a fallen and nameless noble. A descendant of royalty? You mean Henry II's bastard son? Ha! They grant you a generous stipend, do they? It's better than the paltry son the Comte de la Monde gets. And what then, royal descendant? And do you always use my money when shopping? The only dress you paid for was a fake. Because my husband can't give me a decent life, and you should be ashamed. You think you can live like the queen, a life of extravagance? You should be ashamed for not facing reality. You spend frivolously in front of your soldiers, but here at home you live in a borrowed money. Is that your idea of facing reality? I can't avoid socializing, but you can definitely stay at home. You think I won't know what you're up to if I stay at home? Lies. Too bad those mesdames you butter up did not help you become more successful. Nicholas is about to explode when a maid calls from the outer chamber. She announces we have a visitor. The Duke is here to demand my payment again. He invited you to dance once, but it looks like that wasn't enough to write off your debt. You're not much better. I take the chance to leave the stifling room, but Nicholas speaks again with that gravelly voice of his. Aren't you staying? Perhaps your royal blood could help us delay payment again. Affairs like this are best letter F to the sociable Comte de la Motte. Such matters are too lowly for my noble blood. Just you wait, I, Jean de la Rose, Saint Remy, shall be part of the elite, and I shall crush everyone who has insulted me. I returned to the jewelry store with my own money, and why should I grovel with that useless husband of mine? A rich lady walks out of the store, and every finger adorned with diamond rings, and she admires her hands, waggling them back and forth. The diamonds sparkle in the sunlight. It feels like they're taunting me. How tasteless! How dare she flaunt her wealth in front of me, a true aristocrat? Those jewels are not fit for her rough, yellowish skin, and they would only really shine on me. She satisfied me, and I gave her a contemptuous look and hold my head up proudly as I walked into the store. Please accept this as an apology. There are two customers in the store, and it's obvious that the elegant figures that they are true nobles, not unlike that show off earlier. Please take it, and I have to apologize. Bummer, the owner of the shop, found so every customer, is wealthy and noble after all. But he seems different today. There's fear and caution in his expression. Oh, but I'll take it. Remember what you promised. The lady reluctantly tasted his gift, and there's a certain aura about her. Of course, don't worry. The lady turns to leave with her companion, and her face comes into view. What a beautiful and refined face, and my heart skips a beat. This face, I've seen it before. There's no time to think. I quickly move to accidentally bump into them as they leave. Oh, I'm truly sorry, Your Majesty, Madame. Thank goodness my friends are right, and watch where you're going. My apologies, I should be more careful. I am Jean de Valois. Mademoiselle, if you are in the middle of a shopping trip, I'll be glad to help. I know the shops around here quite well and would like to guide you. To apologize for crashing into you, and I'll make sure you get the best buys here. I remember when I visited the Palace of Versailles with Nicholas. That elegant lady is the queen, and if I befriend them, my life will take a turn for the better. Uh, no, there's no need for that. Thank you. I'm a little tired. Perhaps another day. I'm about to try my luck again, but I notice that her companion's impatient gaze. But when I push it, I can give them a bad first impression. Oh, tired already? Alright, but please do allow me to help you next time. The two ladies nodded and hurriedly leave the store. It didn't work, I sighed in disappointment. I so can find myself stepping on something, and my first reaction is to kick it away. But wait, it's a locket necklace. Did they drop this? But they already left. I pick up the necklace and I'm about to leave, but Borne calls me out. Welcome, Contessa. Are you here to shop? Of course. I tuck the necklace away and walk into the store, eyeing the latest jewelry. And Borne's expression is the same as usual, but his tone with me has changed lately. Contessa, I regret to inform you, we're low on stock and many clients have reservations in advance, and we will be delivering those orders soon. So you don't just deliver bills. And we try to give our customers the best service, but we only deliver to the clients making large orders, and we require payment up front. He's referring to my bill. What a conniving, greedy miser. Well, the guy's gotta keep the lights on in his fireplace. But I can focus on that now. I have more important business. Palmer, dear, and who are those ladies from before? Noble ladies like yourself, of course. Ladies whose checks don't bounce. He doesn't seem willing to divulge. My dear Bonnet, how long have we known each other? And you know you can't tell me anything. I'm not keeping any secrets. But those two women are not just noble ladies. The matter does not concern you. I'm just curious. I need to know. My memory hasn't failed me. If it's just only curiosity, why are you so insistent? Curiosity has to be satiated after all. Oh, I'm sorry, dear. The star has already been claimed today. I helpfully called to the newest customer and bought with signs. I suppose there's no harm in telling you. They were the Queen and the Duchess Polignac. I knew it. My memory is not failing me. The Queen is as ravishing as ever. Of course. Aren't you lucky the Queen and her friend came to your store? But Bowen doesn't look happy at all. In fact, he looks quite vexed. Lucky, no, the Queen's visit was nothing of the sort. Oh dear, what happened? You can tell me anything, dear Bonner. It's just that the Queen refused to buy my diamond necklace. Diamond necklace? Yes, a necklace the previous king commissioned for Madame du Barry. It's made up of many large and glorious diamonds, and we labored tirelessly to make this necklace. It's a breathtaking piece. Sounds like quite a treasure. But the Queen wasn't interested, and she only came to reproach me for spreading rumors. Perhaps he hasn't found its true owner yet. Such a luxurious necklace deserves the noblest of honors. That irritating Bonner refused to show me the fancy necklace, but I do have another necklace, and this could be my chance. I take out the necklace and open the locket. The portrait is inside of Queen Maria Teresa of Austria, mother of Queen of France. There is no mistake, this belongs to the Queen. Fate is smiling upon me. So you found the necklace, and how much money are you hoping for it in return? Money, how short-sighted. Getting to know the queen is the best reward I could hope for. Yeah, cause like the queen is famous for like paying off all of the debts of her best friend. Mouse and wise, Her Majesty is quite picky about the companion she picks. The only one she's truly close to is the Duchess Polignac. Friendship between two women is not complicated, and that's something you never understand, I suppose. Gabrielle already benefits much from her association with the Queen. I can't afford to miss out. All the past then. Conte de la Mor remains doubtful, but a fool like Nicolas de la Monte wouldn't know an opportunity if he slapped him in the face. I shall not waste my breath, and I change into an elegant dress and I head to the palace. A powerful fragrance assaults my nose as I alight from the carriage near the Queen's estate. Her estate, the Petit Trianon, is located within Versailles, and this exquisite garden belongs to the Queen. The King's love for his Queen is evident as his soldiers line the courtyard protecting Her Majesty. But even if they're the Queen's guard, they are no better than common thugs. Halt! Entry into the estate is strictly forbidden. I am Jean de la Voz, Conte de la Monte. I must see Her Majesty urgently. Her Majesty has refused all visitors. Please leave. It seems you, dear guard, do not know I am a close friend of Her Majesty. The Duchess de Polignac is Her Majesty's only close friend, and she is currently in Her Majesty's company. What a coincidence! Her Majesty has also requested my company. Now, if you let me through. If you were invited, please show me your invitation. I was invited by Her Majesty in person in the jewelry shop yesterday. There's no need for a formal invitation between friends. My apologies, madam. Her Majesty has refused all visitors without an invitation letter. But I have something very important for Her Majesty. I suggest you let me do it before Her Majesty punishes you. You can leave the message or item with me, and I will have it delivered to Her Majesty. Are you dull, and do you think I could possibly hand over something so precious to you? What if you break it? I will have to answer to Her Majesty for your blunder. The guard's stubbornness is getting on my nerves. Madame, I must advise you to leave. Damn it. I take another step forward and the guards raise their guns. To think that these lowly guards would point their guns at a helpless lady. They'd be like, none shall pass. I stagger backwards in surprise and trip over myself. Look at this, Your Majesty, your barbaric guards treatment of your friends. The guards stop approaching only after I start to cry loudly. Madame, we did not touch you, and please leave. Despicable lowly fiends, and you even take responsibility for your actions. I merely took a step and you attacked me. Is the palace of Versailles such a lawless place? You are being unreasonable, madam. And what happened here? A well-dressed attendant approaches us. Oh my, why is this beautiful lady on the ground? He walks to my side and helps me up. Goodness, sir, thank you, you came back. Those bruises almost killed me. Please do not listen to her, and we have not done anything to her. Her Majesty has forbidden all visitors, especially those with questionable intent. And I have already told them I'm Her Majesty's friend. You were trying to barge into the estate without an invitation, madam. How bullheaded, and do you think I, Jean de Valois Saint-Remy, would lie to you? Jean, Countess de la Mont, Jean. And what a coincidence, I was just tasked with delivering my employer's invitation to you, and to think I will meet you here. Oh, then it is an honor to have you escort me into the estate. This attendant seems to understand what I'm going through, perhaps. He might be able to help me improve the situation. You hear that, fool? Our house is currently holding a banquet in Versailles, Palace of Versailles, and as a good friend of the Countess, she'll attend as well. And perhaps you should meet Her Majesty there. Holding a banquet in the palace, and the person he serves must be extremely important. Your employee is kind to extend the invitation, and I couldn't possibly disappoint them. The attendant leads me to the banquet, to the house, to the banquet. I am full of excitement, and if I don't meet the Queen today, I might still be able to profit from this meeting. Thank you for escorting me, good sir. And might I ask who you serve? Don't worry, Countess, we just arrived to the banquet shortly. You misunderstand. I merely wish to express my gratitude to your employer. Please have some faith in my employer. They sincerely wish to meet you, and they have heard of your various achievements in Paris and are impressed, and as such they wish to invite you to the banquet. I am honored. Please convey my gratitude to your employer. I shall be done, Comtesse. I arrived at the end of the opening corridor, and the way into the grand hall and into her high society is now open to me. Crystal goblets, curtains woven from woven thread, and glittering chandeliers. In the palace, banquets may as well be holiday affairs. The luxury and extravagance on display here. Yes, this is the lifestyle I deserve. Please wait here, Comtesse. Very well, I'll wait the Duke here. The attendant places him in a spot, a good view of a gorgeous banquet and hall ballroom. And in a place like this, it's hard for anyone to hide or deny their passions. And I too feel an irresistible urge to join the ballroom floor, but I have more important matters to attend to. I am starting to feel a little fluttered, and it has been some time, and that attendant has yet to return. Did he lie to me? It can be. I am Jean de la Valois Saint Remy, and no one would dare disregard a member of our noble family. It sounded like the Duke has been a long time admirer of mine, and was to have me waiting a little longer. Excuse me, beautiful madam, and will you be kind enough to move so that I can get myself a glass of red wine? I suddenly take notice of the gentleman standing next to me, and he's dressed in a lavish clothing and appears to be great importance. Instead of moving, I turn around and fetch him a glass of red wine from the dining table behind me. I was so entranced by the beauty of the bargain I failed to notice you. I hope this glass of red wine will suffice as a token of apology. You're too polite, madam, and there's nothing to apologize for. More importantly, why are you standing here alone? I made the mistake of coming to a banquet alone. I'm glad to know I'm not the only one who made that mistake. It's not too much to ask, and would you like to dance? Of course, it will be my honor. I take my first step to the dance floor, and I can finally be part of this extravagance. And the man speaks in a manner that is both light-hearted and reserved, and his responses are so guarded that I never get his name. Who cares? A banquet like this, my next target is never too far away. The attendant finally returns with someone in tow, but the man doesn't have the look of a duke. My apologies for keeping you waiting, madam. You don't have to apologize, good sir. I'm sure the duke must be busy with his duties. Thank you for understanding, kind madam. As you said, the duke is busy with his duty and is unable to meet you personally today. I see, and that is unfortunately. The duke feels sorry as well, madam. And as a token of apology, he delivered an exquisite tea set to your residence, and he hopes you will take it. The Duke is too kind, and I'm sure we'll have another chance to meet at another time. Of course, the Duke hopes that he will see you often at his banquets. It will be my pleasure. And the gentleman behind you is... Oh, my apologies, let me introduce you. Madame, this is Cardinal Luis Rohan. Cardinal Rohan, this is Countess de la Monte, Jean de Valois Saint Remy. Ah, Cardinal Rohan, I heard so much about you. I am flattered, beautiful Comtesse. Oh, that's right, the Countess de la Monte is a close friend of Her Majesty. Cardinal Rohan, and you're troubled over what happened with Her Majesty. Perhaps the Countess can help. Oh, my dear Countess, you're a friend of Her Majesty. Rohan suddenly becomes excited when he hears the attendant's word, and he looks at me eagerly. Of course, Her Majesty and I are very close friends. I came to Versailles to return the Queen's necklace. The Queen's necklace? That's right, I didn't get to meet her today, unfortunately. But it's okay, Her Majesty often visits my residence when she leaves the palace. As I speak, I pull out the locket necklace to further convince Rohan. My goodness, this is Queen Maria Teresa. Indeed, Her Majesty greatly respects her mother. Rohan's face twists when he sees the portrait of Queen Maria Teresa. My apologies, I must leave to assist the Duke with his duties. If I'm unable to return before the banquet ends, the Countess, don't worry, I will escort the Countess back to her residence safely. You can trust me, I'm a cardinal. Thank you, Cardinal Rohan, and I will take my leave. Rohan takes me eagerly when the attendant leaves, and it looks like the identity of the Queen's friends will bring me many opportunities. My dear Countess, I know this is sudden, but I need a favor. It is my honor to meet you, Cardinal Rohan, and you may ask me anything. The honor is mine, my dear Comtesse. Since you are Her Majesty's friend, you must know that Her Majesty detests me very much. Rohan frowns as he tells me this, looking troubled. Holding the locket in my hand, I am reminded of Queen Maria Teresa and that rumor. My dear Cardinal, although I hate to disappoint you, I cannot lie. I believe you understand Her Majesty will never tolerate anyone speaking ill of her mother. No, madame, this is a misunderstanding. I did not mean to spread those rumors. I was a fool, and I can't salvage anything by saying this. Oh, Cardinal, please don't say anything. Although Her Majesty is understandingly upset over what happened, she admires your talent. You mean Her Majesty doesn't hate me? Rohan's eyes light up immediately, and he is desperate to face his relationship with the Queen. Since I happen to be the Queen's friend, it's a perfect opportunity for him. Of course, it's such a waste of talent for you to be employed as a cardinal. Both his and Her Majesty share the same opinion. This is wonderful news, my dear Comtesse, and thank you for telling me this, lovely angel. And as I thought everyone lost for power, and Roja is counting on me to get back in Her Majesty's good book after all offending her. And he's fully convinced of my identity and to have such a wealthy fool at my disposal. What a golden opportunity. It is my pleasure, dear Cardinal, and I only helping a friend in need. Her Majesty has been fretting over this as well, and I will mediate. My dear Comtesse, how can I ever thank you? Please don't mention it, Cardinal, and I enjoy making friends, especially friends as brilliant as you, and I hope we'll keep in touch. Certainly, my dear Comtesse, and I am truly fortunate to have a friend like you. The dazzling banquet on the luxurious palace of Versailles, and I can already see many nights of splendor ahead of me. My dear Rohan, my friend from now on, and we shall take good care of each other. The sapphire necklace sparkles under the tassel at the ends of the bracelet, gently swaying every time I move my... Oh wait, let me see. Crystal goblets and curtains woven from golden thread glittering chandelier in the palace. Let me see. Now it goes from four, and now we got 5. The sapphire sparkle under the light, and the tassels dangling at the ends of the bracelet gently sway every time I move my wrist. This is just as I thought, only I can showcase the finest jewelry. And I wasn't expecting you to deliver them personally, and you shouldn't have gone to the trouble, Cardinal Roja. Anything for you, madame, please, you must accept. Only a woman as charming as you can bring out the true value of these jewels. If that's what you really want, rest assured I will take good care of them. It's an honor for them to be under your care. In your last letter, you mentioned the Queen is holding another charity event. Indeed, you must understand the success of such an event can enhance the Queen's standing. Of course, it's not too much trouble. I would like you to pass these funds to the Queen. You have nothing to worry about, Cardinal. I will ensure the Queen receives every last coin. Thank you, kind madam. I am glad to see relations between you and the Queen have improved. The credit is all yours, madam, and I wouldn't have done it without you. You don't have to be so formal with me. Friends are supposed to help each other, and I have another piece of good news to share with you. There's always a surprise when I visit you. To be exact, this is a surprise from the Queen. She replied to your last letter. Really, that's great news. I can tell you're eager, and she took her time with this response. Her Majesty is most likely occupied with preparation for the charity event. But you're right, I have been waiting anxiously for her reply. Haha, you can be honest to a fault, Cardinal Rohan. Rohan carefully assessed the Queen's envelope and retrieves a pink envelope decorated with pearls from his robes. Is it something you prepared beforehand? Nothing seems to get past you, madame. I will hand this to her along with the funds for the charity event. You have my utmost gratitude. After Rojan's passion, Nicholas emerged from the back room dressed in a dazzling outfit, ready for the night out. You're getting bolder, my dear, and will those funds be getting past you? His condescending tone is starting to ruin my mood. To be like, why are you keeping those funds for yourself? You should know when to stop, and the only reason you still have any dignity left. I am your husband, remember what you told me earlier? What's yours is mine. Huh. Don't suggest me to your ridicule and sarcasm, and the only reason we still have any coin to spend is because of Cardinal Rohan. I am the only person he trusts. Perhaps he should be more careful about who he trusts. Her Majesty hasn't held any charity events, and it wouldn't be long before your lies are exposed. And how long do you think you can deceive him with those forged letters? It doesn't really matter, does it? Roja doesn't doubt my friendship with the Queen, and the power-hungry simpleton generally believes in the Queen's good books. If you're that confident, my dear, then I wish you luck, and I mean us the best of luck. Nicholas leaves the house, and he will likely only return in the wee hours. What's a wee hour? After all the better, and now I can focus on replying to Rohan's letter. That's right, those letters from the Queen were all written by me. Simple-minded fool. Does he really think the Queen will favor him? Then again, there are countless fools in the world. I take Roja's envelope and I dread the idiocy that awaits me. My dear Queen, each time I read your letter, I am both delighted and fearful, but at the same time, there's something that I am deeply mystified by, and I truly hope that you can explain it to me. I can't contain my excitement after reading Her Majesty's long-awaited letter, and I am greatly indebted to the Comtesse Lamont, and she advised me on how to reconcile with Her Majesty. Having exchanged more than 10 letters with Her Majesty, her animosity of me must be a thing of the past. When Her Majesty's recent letter had taken more time, I can tell her tone has softened. Moreover, she seems enamored by my talents, and seems are definitely looking up. I hope that's not the only thing looking up, Cardinal. I carefully put the letter back into the envelope, and it's definitely something worth keeping. In one of the Queen's letters, she mentioned she was looking forward to meeting me. Perhaps this is time we meet in person. The weather is perfect today, and the scent of roses fills the air as butterflies start playfully in front of me. I am here on an impulse, but I can no longer contain my excitement at seeing Her Majesty, the most noble woman in the entire world, and she is more beautiful than any rose and more enchanting than any butterfly. That opera performance was so dull, and even you were dull enough. Stop teasing me, Your Majesty, and didn't you fall asleep too? Indeed, perhaps we should invite your favorite theater actor from Austria for the next show. Really, Your Majesty, if we did that, then his performance would definitely be amazing. The Queen and Queen's voices draws closer, and they just watched an opera performance together. But the Queen clearly mentioned she was feeling lonely and dejected in the palace. Would it be better if I just left? No, I'm not here only because of my feelings. This would also be the Queen's will. I smoothed out the creases of my clothing and composed myself and walked to the King and Queen. Cardinal Rohan. The King notices me first, and for some reason a sense of guilt overwhelms me. Good day, Your Majesty. I am here too. Your Majesty, don't you have matters to attend to, and we should return to the palace? Why is she ignoring me? Your Majesty, do you need something, Cardinal? Her eyes lit on me, spared with a harsh expression. What's going on? Had she forgotten what she said in her letters? I'm just passing by. My apologies. I did not mean to interrupt, Your Majesty. That when speaking to a chick in person, she's not acting the way of it. Like, I guess it would be like catfishing, but before the internet, sending somebody correspondent pretending to be someone else to get money out of them. So this guy, was catfish first. There's no need to be alarmed, Cardinal. As the Queen said, we have things to attend to, so we will be on our way. They walked past me like I'm not significant, and the Queen still loves me like before. Where did I go wrong? I need to send a letter to Countess Lamont. Fool, that fool. How naive does he have to be to think that the Queen has eyes for him? Isn't nothing inside the thick head of it. It's like I said before, lies like this can be easily exposed. I'm not going to let him spoil my plans. If you want to meet her that badly, I'll grant you your wish. Oh, so you already have another plan. Just sit back and watch. Just like that, understand? That doesn't sound too difficult, and I should be able to do it. Your meeting with Rohan must be kept secret. Do not let anyone know about this. You know the consequences. Also, like she hired a Queen Marie Antoinette lookalike. Please rest assured I won't tell anyone. Good. I'll treat you well as long as you cooperate. Thank you for helping me when I was mostly stressed. Huh. You should send that face of yours. That resemblance is uncanny. Oh heavens, hurry and change into the clothes I brought you. Those rags are an eyesore. Yes, madam. Huh. Filthy peasant. I only had to exchange a few words with her and I tainted her foul smell. My goodness, I forgot to tell her to take a shower. And what was her name again? Dova. My name is Nicole, Madame Nicole Lugai de Oliva. It doesn't matter for now, you're Queen Marie. Remember your identity at all times and keep your head up and stop bowing. Yes, madam, I will pay attention to my mannerism. As expected, a lovely peon can never compare to a queen, but I had no choice. I must count on her. You look exactly like the queen, and Roja won't figure out anything as long as you keep up the act. Will this work? I'm a little scared. Do you still want money? If you don't, I can throw you out of the carriage this instant. This is so sorry, I'm so sorry, madam. Lowly peasant, you really can't spend much from them. I must stay calm. Don't look so frightened, you know I won't do that. And you need the money badly, don't you? With that much money, you'll live comfortable the rest of your life. I understand. I will do my best, madam. Great, go on, and Roja will be waiting. I hope to hear good news the next time we meet. Definitely, madam. Nicole was off the carriage gracefully, and Roja must be anxiously waiting. The night breeze blows gently, and the garden appears serene and enchanting under the hazy moonlight. And a bright rose in hand, Roja stands under the trees, tall and dignified. Life as a nobility has taught him to carry himself with grace, but his trembling hands and flushed cheeks betray his nervousness. I've been in tenterhooks since that day, and I never thought the queen would be willing to meet me after what happened. In a place like this, late at night, waiting with a rose. Rohan's heart flutters as a thought, and his heart beats loud in the quiet night. Hearing some rustling from the flower garden, he looks up and sees a beautiful figure approaching. Rohan tries to stay calm, and his heart racing, gripping his rose tightly as he walks towards her. The light is too dim here, and I can't see your beautiful face. But you're holding a white rose, so you must be the one I'm waiting for. Yes, it is me. Oh heavens, a voice as sweet as an angel's kiss. It can be anyone other than the queen. Please accept this rose, your majesty. You are the most noble lady I know. Thank you. Your majesty that day. Oh, sorry, Rohan. I'm sorry for what happened that day. I didn't have a choice. The lady lowers her head apologetically. You don't have to explain, your majesty. I understand. I am grateful for the chance to meet you tonight, and I truly regret the hurt I have caused you. And since that day, I thought about how I should ask for your forgiveness. Please don't blame yourself. I understand. Roja can barely contain himself as he hears those words. Oh, my queen, you truly are an angel, and does that mean you forgive me? Overcome with elation, Rohan suddenly closes the distance between them, and the lady takes a step back, startled. Rohan, I forgive you. You are close to me after all. A little too close. Rohan stops in his tracks, realizing his behavior was a little offensive. Forgive my impertinence, thank you, and thank you for giving me this chance. Rohan thinks the queen must be the most beautiful angel in the world, and he feels a strong urge to express his affection. I guess he feels a strong urge to send his celibacy vows out the window. But people be made of flesh and blood. I prepared a most precious gift for you, and I hope that you will accept it as a token of my sincerity. Marie sweats profusely, too nervous to figure out what Rohan is talking about. Then I accept it. I do apologize, Your Majesty. The gift is not with me right now. It's okay. You may hand it over to the Comtesse, and she'll deliver it to me. That is wonderful, my queen. The gift which you will be soon longing for will be yours, and I'm certain that you are the only one worthy of wearing it. Thank you, Rohan. I am already looking forward to our next meeting. Really, Your Majesty? Marie trembles nervously and her impersonations start failing terribly. Unfortunately, Rohan is too blinded by infatuation to notice anything suspicious. The intimate atmosphere is broken by a sudden noise, and there seems to be someone hiding behind the trees. Panic-stricken, Marie's first thought is to flee immediately. Oh my goodness, I must leave now. Your Majesty, please don't forget what you promised, and please forgive me. Running frantically, Marie neglects to respond, and the meeting did not end well at all. Things didn't go according to plan, and I didn't expect Marie to return to my carriage in such a miserable state. She gives me a full account of what happened when she reached the residence. Oh, you poor child, don't worry, it was most likely nothing. But what if someone exposes me? It was just a little noise, perhaps it was only a falling branches. Don't worry, no one else knows your identity. But Cardinal Rohan will be meeting Her Majesty again. Indeed, you shouldn't have promised to meet him again. But we can use it to manipulate him. I may require your service again when the time comes. Wow, those two have like some hilarious catfishing going on there. Thank you for your kindness, madame. You can go now and take your money, and remember to keep your lips sealed. Yes, madame, and I will keep it a secret. Looks like your plan didn't go so well. It was just a little hiccup. There have been no talk of this incident around the palace. Even if there was somebody there, it was most likely a drunk banker guest who lost his way. My dear, I really do admire your calm intelligence. But are you worried about Rohan? It is unlikely that the queen to lose her composure the way Nicole did. Think about it, and what I set up for Rohan was a secret rendezvous with the queen. The queen ran away because she was afraid of her scandalous affair being found out. This would only convince the fool that what transpired was genuine. Just wait and see, the cardinal will be there to thank me tomorrow. The day after the garden meetup, I received a letter from Rohan. My dearest Comtesse, I cannot thank you enough for everything you have done for me. I am sorry to disrupt you. Haha, what a moron, Rohan, walking straight into my trap. My lady, I take it all back. I am certain Rohan will bring us great wealth, and it couldn't have happened if you hadn't masterminded the whole thing. Nicholas suddenly appears by my side and giving me a saccharine smile. Whatever that is. Something is up. It's obvious he wants something. You finally get it. Yes, my lady. Since Rohan trusts us completely, we should exploit him further. And what great idea do you have now? Rohan's charity money will guarantee us a good life, but we can't rely on him to keep his promise. What if we're found out? Yes, that's a valid concern. And I'm guessing you want to make a killing once and for all. Seems like I cannot hide anything from you, can I? Didn't Rohan mention sending the quiff a rare gift? I bet he only said that on the spur of the moment, but let's make that happen. Yes, and we should definitely lend our beloved friend a helping hand. We'll help him with a gift selection, an expensive gift selection. I have something in mind. That was quick. Of course, and what do you take me for? It's time to pay Rohan a visit. It's late at night and I see the Rohan's face clearly, and I can tell he regards me with great respect and gratitude. I laugh inside at his trembling silhouette, and what a foolish man. I must offer my apologies, Cardinal Rohan, and it is most unfortunate that we can only meet at late night in a dark alley. However, the matter I'm about to discuss with you is of a great importance, and we need privacy. Don't worry, Comtesse. You help me reconcile with the Queen, and I will do anything to repay your kindness. You are too kind. God allowed you to bond with Her Majesty, and I was merely the messenger. The Countess' benevolence knows no bounds. Now tell me what troubles you. I will do everything in my power to aid you. Thank you, but it's not I who is troubled, it's the Queen. The Queen, what ill fortune has befallen Her Majesty? We are the East Cardinal Rohan, and it isn't anything serious, but the Queen has an unfulfilled wish, and I was wonderful if we could help Her Majesty fulfill the wish. The Queen's wish, please tell me more. I sure you know of a particular diamond necklace. It is famed for its luster and value. Do you mean the Dubarry necklace? Indeed. There have been rumors that the Queen wants the necklace. You caution Queen, but it's not just a rumor. No one can resist the allure of such a beautiful necklace, much less a queen. Only a queen deserves such a necklace. Sadly, the treasure is in a tight spot at the moment, and Her Majesty cannot openly purchase the necklace with that little coin we have left, and the necklace remains out of Her Majesty's grasp. Ah yes, the necklace is extremely expensive. Her Majesty is aware, but to every woman gazing upon a beautiful jewelry is akin to gazing upon her one true love. Well, she said it, not me. Preposterous is the Queen denying her desires because of naysayers. Yes, but that is where you come in. You can purchase the necklace on the Queen's behalf. Naturally, the Queen will not have you shoulder the burden of a purchase, and you just have to pay in advance. Oh my, Her Majesty should have just asked, and I will gladly assist. And please let Her Majesty know, Countess, and tell her her wish will be granted. Of course, Cardinal, and I know you won't disappoint her. I've been fretting over what to do ever since I blunted that I'll give the Queen a special gift. This is an excellent opportunity. I must give that necklace to Her Majesty as soon as possible. Welcome. Hello, you must be Monsieur Bonner, the owner. Oh, good sir, I'm honored you know my name. Yes, I am the shop owner, Bomer. Monsieur Bonner, I am Luis de Rohan. Ah, the respectful Cardinal, and your presence is a great honor to my little shop. And what kind of jewelry would you like? I can give some recommendations. These are the latest. No, I'm not here to buy this. I am here on behalf of a distinguished lady. I see, and could you tell me who the lady? Monsieur de Beaumont, that is not a good place to discuss that. Forgive me for my foolishness, my good sir. I will temporarily close the shop. The Countess is right. The bomber is a good merchant reading the situation, and he closes the shop. Even the dim interior cannot do anything to hide the sparkle of jewelry, and this is indeed the most luxurious shop in Paris. I heard you have an extraordinary diamond necklace here. Is that true? Bum is visibly excited upon hearing my words. Yes, indeed, and it would be like to purchase this necklace. I can bring it out for you right away. Yes, do that. I do want to buy this necklace, but the price is 2,000,000 livres. It's much too steep. Good sir, you would not say that if you had seen the necklace. It is definitely worth more than that. Bomber eagerly takes out the exquisite box and carefully presents it to me. My goodness, I swear to God that I've never seen a necklace as extravagant and mesmerizing as this. It should indeed belong only to the Queen. Please do not mistake it. I do not intend to bargain. That is good news, sir. And customers with an eye for jewelry are exceedingly rare indeed. However, it's difficult to amass such a massive sum of money in so short notice. Perhaps we can work around. Are you saying installments? I'll pay you 500 livres every month, so you'll be fully paid in 4 months. So this is indeed a good way to resolve the issue. But it's difficult for a small shop like ours to survive in this large city. The necklace is simply too valuable. I understand your concern, but do not worry. The lady who sent me will give you an absolute guarantee. As expected, the cunning businessman will not give in easily. Unfortunately, the Queen's personally wrote an authorized letter and had the contents passed to me. This is a lady's request, and she can prove my credibility. Goodness, this letter was handwritten by the Queen. The bottom of the letter bears the royal seal, and there's no doubt that it is genuine. Of course, good sir, the Queen, just that the Queen had previously. Yes, that is what I said is going to say next. And I believe you know that the people are happy with the queen for buying the necklace. Yes, that's true, the poor queen, and she ought to have all that is beautiful in the world. And all the cake. You're right, and that is why our transaction must remain a secret. Understood. And as for the installments, and I will never doubt you or the queen. As long as you pay the deposit today, this necklace is yours to bring to the queen. Of course, and I have brought the money. With a precious diamond necklace in hand, I can already see the queen's lovely smile. And I look forward to our next meeting and to hear her sweet angel kiss voice. So this is a fake necklace from the rumors, and what a dazzling marvel, and you could blind a person with this. Right, madame, and I felt the same when I first saw it. No word sister could describe its splendor. The queen will be ecstatic to see her, Cardinal Rohan. And Her Majesty will certainly be surprised at how capable you are, and you granted her wish so quickly. As long as Her Majesty is happy, I will do whatever it takes, no matter the cost. No cost too great. I think you finally regain Her Majesty's favor, and I will visit her more often, and I can't let you take my place in her heart. Roja turns red at my teasing, and what a stupid man. I suppose it's kinda cute. Of course not, madam. You always be the queen's most treasured friend. A treasured friend of mine as well. And I don't know how to repay such kindness. I'm just glad I could help. All I wanted was for you to bury the hatchet. Okay, madam, and I will pray the Almighty Father to grant you a life of peace and prosperity. The Cardinal praying for me. I am truly blessed. There is another issue I require your help with. You mean the necklace? Fret not, Cardinal. I will deliver it to the Queen myself. I will tell her of the trials and tribulations you went through to procure this necklace for her sake. My dear Malaya, you are too kind, but we cannot let the public know about this. I'll wait for an opportune moment to pass it to Her Majesty. You are wise, madam, and I will leave the necklace with you, and please deliver it when the time is right. Are you sure, Cardinal, to entrust such a valuable necklace to me? I trust you, madam. I know you will take good care of it. Well, if you insist, you will hear good news from me soon. Of course, madam, and I'll be waiting. Rohan leaves with a huge smile on his face, all his practically on cloud nine. If only he knew, and cold hard reality will hit him soon enough. His dreams are over, but mine are just begun. After Rohan leaves, I admire the necklace and carefully place it back in the box. It might be a gorgeous, but it's just a necklace. 2 million libras, all because it was meant for the palace. You're right, my dear. They call it luxurious, but cast it aside for its value. How stupid. But it has given us a chance to rise to the top. Oh, you return. Of course, and I saw the Cardinal before left, and I suppose he's completed his task. You're sharp as usual. And could I ever compare? I could never compare to you, my lovely wife. And I worry that such a beautiful and bright woman will leave me one day. If that were to ever happen, I would have to seek out the Cardinal to hear my tale of woe. Nicholas, you sly fox. If I take the necklace and leave without him, he'll report me with no qualms. It's not like I plan on leaving him behind. Not yet, anyway. Don't say that, my dear. We're husband and wife, aren't we? And why would I leave my husband? You put my fears to rest. Well, we must pack, and we can't stay here any longer. You're right, my dear, and we should head to London immediately before we are exposed. Excellent idea, but I must do something. I'll destroy every letter from Rohan, and there's nothing left to tie us together. Dear Rohan, it's time for you to repay me. Take the necklace and run. Shouldn't you pack your clothes and shoes, my dear? The only luggage we need to care about is the necklace, and everything else will just weigh us down. If you say, it is as you say. I look out of the carriage window and gaze upon the city, and I never return to this place, and there's nothing here for me anyway. London is nearer and nearer, and that's where I'll start my new life among the elite. After a long journey, we finally reached London, and it's so different from the extravagant Paris, and it feels classy and elegant here. It isn't as bustling as Paris, but buildings are impressive. Forget Paris, my dear, and this is our home from now on. You're right, and we should look for a villa in the outskirts. Come now, and we can have the fanciest villa in the city, and don't forget why we came here. I don't think we can get 2 million libras for selling the necklace here. You don't say, do you? Of course we can just sell the necklace. That would only bring us trouble. So what do you mean is, you see in a moment. Welcome, esteemed customer. May I help you? Good day, sir. We just arrived here and are merchants like yourself. We need some capital. And so we have to take part with our treasure collection, and we hope you can give us a good price. Of course, madam, and let's take a look at your goods. I brought this here with me. On my such exquisite large diamond, and what is called detailed craftsmanship. This is a work of a master. It looks like you're interested. Madam, if you're willing to sell it out, I'll give you a fair price. Of course. Like, she's not gonna sell the whole necklace, she's gonna sell it in pieces. You're a genius, my dear, picking apart the necklace and selling the diamonds alone. Of course, it's no problem, I can't solve, and no one will grow suspicious of us that way. And diamonds are easy to sell. Have you heard the latest scandal from France? Is it about the Queen? Why, yes, the Austrian wench. And what did they call her again? Madame Deficit, was it? The citizens are suffering, living in poverty, and their queen chose to empty their coffers for a diamond necklace. From what I heard, the queen herself did not make any lavish purchases, and the apprehended jewelry merchant and cardinal both insist the queen put them up to it. Who knows? I mean, why would the merchant make a false accusation? It's only natural for a merchant to pursue his bills. Still, isn't this hilarious? The ever so distinguished Queen of France asking for favors and paying in installments. That's true. In fact, there are rumors that the Cardinal is in an illicit relationship with the Queen. Oh, that explains everything. The Queen instigated her lover to make an expensive purchase on her behalf. Alas, his foolish lover defaulted on the payments, and so the poor merchant had no choice but to bring their shady affair to light. The scandal has irreparably damaged the Queen's reputation so much, and the truth barely matters anymore. Well, she deserved it. Didn't think she was too greedy for her own good. Haha, it seems the scandal has set off a massive uproar in Paris. You never cease to amaze me, my dear, and how could you ever find humor in this peril? Our heads will roll over if we destroy every trace leading us back to the necklace, leading back to us including the necklace. All you have to do is watch your mouth and no one will ever suspect. I'm afraid not. There's still the small matter of the Queen standing. That harlot, it's done. She'll be removed soon. Oh my, I underestimated your wits and wiles again. Cardinal Roja must be on cloud 9 by now. I set this up exactly how he wished it for. He should be sent, but I helped him set up an illicit relationship with a woman he longed for. Haha, and yet the Queen sees nothing of him. Even if Roja were to rat us out, he has no evidence to back his claim. This incident has worked entirely in our favor. The Queen is nothing but a disgrace now. Queen Marie Antoinette, the wretch who turned me away from the petite Triana. And how do you like that? Oh, my dear, and now that we brought our second villa, shall we celebrate the occasion? That's a great idea, and we can throw a fancy party in our garden like we used to. Or we could convert the upper floor into an opera theater, and it would be nice to enjoy opera at home. So I guess like like that was their home theater back then. You know, the movies, or they have live performers whenever they're in the mood to watch theater. I'm sure our banquet guests will be envious of us, and I'm getting excited just thinking about it. Boring. We haven't been to a casino yet, and why don't we splurge a little for the thrill of it? And we should also invite our novice Richie. You fool, I will not party to this low-class entertainment. A walking disaster like you in a casino, you'll lose all our money. For me? Doesn't matter if we lose a hand or two. We're aristocrats now. Aristocrats can't be that petty. Oh god. I can already see the train wreck coming. No, don't go to a casino. Well, I guess it's kind of like the lottery curse, like money that came easy, gone easy. True aristocrats must multiply their wealth by making smart investments. They don't squander their fortune. And why do I even bother? A tactless man like you will never understand. Smart investment. And what about that shop you took over last month? It folded out smartly yesterday. It wasn't my fault I bought the shop, but someone else managed it. It's because of that incompetent manager you hired. And you call yourself an aristocrat, and you drew a commission by docking his pay, you greedy miser. And where are the maids I asked you to hire? And do you expect me to clean that villa by myself? You're being unreasonable and leaving it, and I refuse to spend another second with you. You want the maid? Fine, I'll get you your maid. The Conte de la Monde lives in a house, leaving me on the streets that bear strong resemblance to the winding alleys of Paris I used to loiter. But I'm no longer the beautiful girl in a knockoff dress. This loathsome abomination of a man simply wouldn't understand. Only I deserve to live in luxury. Driven mist and ominous clouds marred the morning sky, and rain dust pelted against the window pane like a malfunctioning clock. Damn, what's with this atrocious weather, and why is it always raining here? 'Cause it's London and it's tradition. Lazy folks tend to dislike being disturbed, especially so they have a bad hangover. What are you on about? Get out of London if you can't deal with the weather, and I wouldn't even bother to stop you. What was his attitude, Eve? Damn you, and how dare you hit me with a pillow? Are you trying to kill me? You fool, and don't you dare utter that vile name to me. Nicholas snapped back to reality upon hearing my ferocious scream, and the swine actually mistook me for that hussy. Jean, I called you the wrong name by mistake, and don't push your luck. I must have forgotten you hired 20 odd sweet young maids, and indeed it's difficult to remember all their names, you idiot. They were hired to serve you, and you're already the most dignified woman in London, so quit whining. I am so grateful for your kind gesture, Comte de la Monte. Unfortunately, the sloppy service disgusts me, and I'm already sent them out to tend the farm. You're absolutely unreasonable, and wait, you bought another farm? What has the matter with you? Perhaps you like to tend to the vineyards with them. What a grand villa. A charming yet pretentious voice rings across the hall. Curses, you hired another maid? No, you idiot, I didn't even know you had sent all our maids away. And why would I bother to hire another? The hen could it be? Wait, she spoke French. So we speak French. We haven't met a single French person since coming here, you idiot. I am seeking shelter from the rain. Hello, is anyone home? And what a beautiful mirror. She's so rude, and throw her out this instant. I'm not in the mood to do anything right now. Curse you, and why bother asking? Good heavens, that's my antique Austrian carpet. Get your filthy shoes off my carpet. What a charming lady, and just me, you must be the mistress of the villa. That's like the spy master from France, the stabby everyone with a pointy end of the rapier. Get off my carpet and show yourself out. I must apologize, my lady, but please don't turn me away. As you can see, I'm just a miserable traveler. She strutted across the carpet while speaking, inching closer to me with every step. Perhaps you should do a favor for a fellow French. Shut up, you nauseating accent irritates me. How vulgar, your marbles hardly befit a noble. Unfazed by the raindrops trickling down her thickly powdered face, the stranger continues to stride towards me. I back off instinctively. A mere trespasser berating the master of this villa. Do you have any idea who you're speaking to? How narcissistic, why would I know? Are you a celebrity? You're nothing but a noble rich, and do you really expect me to address you as a noble lady? Listen closely, you daft woman. I am Jean de Valois Saint-Remy, a descendant of the Valois royal family. How dare you, a mere peasant, talk back to me? Jean, now that's a familiar name, and a celebrity after all. Yes, so you're best get on your knees and beg forgiveness, you crass woman. Perhaps an apology is due. Alas, you'll be apologizing, not I. Her aberrant accent breaks into a husky voice, and her creepy smile gradually fades. My heart begins to tremble. Who on earth are you? Finally decided to ask my name. Unfortunately, it's a little too late now. Ah! Yeah. The stabby spy master from France caught up to them. Pitter patter. It sounds like the never-ending rain in London and the gloomy weather I once complained about. The dim light of dust makes me open my eyes reluctantly, and the damp air and filthy water drops are slowly eating their way into my bones. That scoundrel Dian, and how dare he adopt me and drag me back to France. Guard, tell your master I want to see him. Do you hear me? Are you deaf? To imprison me here without any proof, how dare he? Huh. I dispatch those steery places, the air is terrible here. That irritating voice again, and he does really think I will stay here and let him judge me, how laughable. Oh, poor madame, it's only been a few days, and your skin has already turned so dull. The air here is not fit for any person. But you're a criminal, so let's just say it's part of your punishment. But Monsieur Dion, I'm no criminal. Oh my, and you know my name. You truly are a cunning one, Comtesse Lamont. Oh, monsieur, your guards pay me no heed, but they sure do talk a lot. Perhaps you should imprison them for their impudence. Oh, I will, madame, but now is not the time, and let's talk about you instead. Monsieur, a wise man like yourself would not let me suffer such an injustice. You're denying your involvement on the matter. If you're referring to the matter of the diamond necklace, then yes, I've been wrongly accused. I would have never known such a treachery existed if you hadn't mentioned it. It looks like you're still unwilling to speak the truth. It's alright, I'm a patient man. Let's talk about another necklace then. The Amposada family locket necklace, the one I used to prove that I was the queen's friend. That is the queen's necklace. Yes, it's been tucked away in my sinks. You certainly confess easily to that. Well, you found it in London Villa, didn't you? And there's nothing to hide. I bumped into the Queen and the Duchess Paulina at the jewelry store and picked it up when Her Majesty dropped it. I visited the Petit Trianon to return it to her, but her guards stopped me. I heard about this, yes? You can ask those guys to vouch for me. I didn't get to meet the Queen and I didn't dare hand over something so expensive to the guards, and so the necklace was left in my possession. And so you flaunted it. Oh, monsieur, no, this is a huge misunderstanding. I admit that I was bragging a little, but it was a moment of weakness which I deeply regret. I did nothing else. You sly trickster, and what a perfectly crafted story. I spent so much time tracking you down. It is true, monsieur, and you must prove my innocence. My poor little cockatoo, I feel sorry for you. But your despicable husband has abandoned you in your time of need. Ah, my husband, I haven't seen him since that day. He must have escaped. I act like a heartbroken, hoping that Dion will take pity on me. He pulls out a letter instead. I feel sorry for you indeed, and not only did your husband of yours flee when I was busy apprehending you, he sent me a letter exposing your crimes, and he wrote about your deception of Roja and your impersonating of the royal family, and your brilliant scheme. I quake with rage, and Nicolas de Lamont, you terrible man, you face my wrath. Monsieur Dion, I never thought things would get this far, and I confess that I have lied. This was all my husband doing and the Cardinal's doing. Are you concocting yet another story? Monsieur Dion, please, you must believe me, it was a moment of weakness, and I couldn't disobey my husband. Enough, sly cockatoo, and you might have a lovely voice, but I have no interest in wasting any more time. Perhaps it is time for the Queen herself to pass judgment on you. No, monsieur, please listen. 3 days of confinement and you're still as energetic as ever. Perhaps you need to be properly welcomed to the prison before the queen comes. Dion's eyes gleamed with ferocity, and I turned my head to see the torture devices laid out. No, you can't do this to me. So jealousy and greed are your motivations, and who are you to covet riches and glory? You have only ever thought of yourself, and you do not care what kind of calamity that necklace might cause. In terms of position in family history, I am on par with the House Bourbon, and why can I recover what is rightfully mine? Our first priority is to put a stop to all of the chaos so that the royal family can survive the crisis. No, you can't treat me like this. The royal blood running through my veins. I'm a member of the nobility. And will you really turn over a leaf if I let you go, and you might do something even worse? No, your majesty, spare me. That's the 89th time I had that nightmare, and Marie's hypnotic face still lingers in my mind. The morning bell rings, and those bothersome nuns are going to make me clean this random monastery again. Sister Yin, our minds should not wander when speaking with God. Aren't you praying as well, sister? Oh, you, and I can't match your wit. Sister, I put those rose jewels in your room. And we must never forget to take care of our skin. All these high society habits, you spoil me, sister, but I must thank you. I never felt better. It's the least I can do, sister, and you are my only friend here. And besides, you've been helping me send my letters, and I have another one tomorrow, if you don't mind. Of course I don't, sister, and I will make sure it gets to your husband. Come now, it's time for Vespers. Let's hurry up then. God, you must punish all who wrong me, especially that self-righteous queen. Do they really think they can keep me in this filthy little chapel? Many years later. Oh my, have you heard? That swindler, the queen punished kid that conversed with her husband's hubby yesterday. I did, and I heard she disguised herself as a boy to escape, but her husband was caught. How unfortunate. The crazed revolutionaries have stormed the Bastille, and it is God's grace that I managed to escape to the small farming village in London. I had left Paris behind, but I will never forget that the one responsible for this suffering is the Queen herself. I never wanted to mention her name in my memoirs, the source of my misery, but I have an obligation to let the people to expose her deception worse and frivolous way. The piggish queen and her brainless guards, and you do no longer have the power to punish anyone else. And Nicholas, my foolish husband, do you really think I would take you with me? You idiot, rot in the filthy vault for all eternity. And those who have wronged me are finally being punished, and God is truly on my side. We'll see who wins in the end. Obtain the ending Jean's scheme. Alright, so that's the end of that mini chapter. I hope you found it amusing. Bye bye and God bless.